Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Acrylics. How are you? Thanks first to everyone that participated in the live auction last Sunday. Big success, it was sold out, everything's shipped, everyone's been billed, everyone's paying me, so that's always a good thing. Today, I have nothing to show you because the last video with the purse box with the SheleeArt pouring medium is sold, so I have nothing. I'm tapped out. Today is experiment day with that pouring medium, and instead of making blooms, let's see what else we can do with it with a flip cup. I did one little 6x6 that I'll show you that's nothing but lacing, but I think it's kind of boring. You guys can tell me what you think. I haven't decided its fate yet. So let's talk about the pouring medium real quick. Basically, I've taken my Glidden Base 3 untinted paint and I've mixed it in my big old measuring cup, 2-to-1 ratio. So 2-to-1 meaning if I did 4 ounces of the untinted paint, I then added 2 ounces of my Josana gloss varnish. Gave those a good mix. And today I'm using all tube paint. I'll talk about the colors or have them come up on the screen. And basically, if I did an ounce of tube paint, I added 2 ounces of the pouring medium. So 2-to-1 ratio with a little water for consistency because it was still very, very, oh, let me get your towel. Hold on, so you don't have to stare at me. It doesn't want to move. This is a 10x20 canvas. Hey, stay there. There we go. Tighten that up. There we go. So when I made that 2-to-1, that's PM to paint, it was very stretchy and rubbery. Like you could do this and it was like a rubber band. So I did add some water for consistency. It has a bit of a trace to it. Very similar feeling to my usual glue and golden PM recipe, but this is not. Now, I haven't done this on this size canvas. I have no idea. This could be a total fail. We'll find out. So that pouring medium recipe was used in all of the colors except for my white. This is my white. It is Amsterdam titanium white. This stuff right here. And in here, I added about an ounce of paint and 2 ounces of Floetrol with a couple drops of Minwax polyacrylic wood conditioner. Oh, it's all covered in paint. It's this stuff, but it's wood conditioner. And that will help hopefully create some cells without blowing on it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna layer a cup on my canvas. Here is nothing but house paint. This is it's the same stuff as this. It's the Glidden Premium, but it's base 1 regular white semi-gloss house paint. Nothing added to it, no water, no Floetrol, no nothing. It is straight house paint right out of the can. So this is covered. There's a pretty good amount on here to move things around. And I'm gonna do this 1 cup at a time. Obviously I need more than 1 cup to cover this canvas, but I want to see what happens first. And then I can always, you know, it's just paint, it's experiment day. If it doesn't turn out, I can put another cup on top. So I'm just going to take my white and I'm going to layer that on the bottom like that. Where can I put this so you can see it? I'll just have to stick it in the paint. We'll put it there. Add some colors. So I'm gonna add some of my, this is a Quinacridone Blue Violet Liquitex. This is heavy body too. And then let's add, I got a crazy combo of colors today too. Let's add some orange. This is, what is this? This is Amsterdam. Oh, this is vermilion. And then maybe a little bit of this Indian yellow. That's Artist Loft Professional Series. I gotta tell you guys a story too, because lately I have been struggling with math. As I said before, 4 out of 3 people struggle with math, and I'm one of them. My daughter is in chorus, and they had a fundraising drive for all their field trips. So on top of this, I'm going to add, sorry, change real quick just so you know what I'm doing. I'm going to add house paint on the top layer of this. They had a fundraising drive, and it was cookie dough, and you're supposed to go stand in front of the grocery store and sell cookie dough and get all your neighbors to buy cookie dough. And that's just so not my bag. So we didn't do that. We just decided instead that we would just buy a bunch of boxes and write a check and be done, right? And I'm like, well, Christmas is coming. We always make cookies at Christmas, so I'll just buy like 10 boxes of cookie dough. And I write the check, and then they sent us an email like, come meet your kid at school to help him carry the boxes of cookie dough. So I tell my daughter, I'm like, I'll come pick you up at school. I'm just gonna flip cup this, it's ready. And we're just gonna do it smack in the middle. And we're gonna let it sit a second, and then I can talk. So there it is. So I go to meet her, and I go to the course room, and the lady is like, no, Chloe left. She's carrying this huge heavy box. Like, you might want to go find her. She's really struggling because the box is super heavy. I'm like, wow, okay. So I go outside and I see my daughter struggling with the box of cookie dough, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing weighs a ton. And we get it home, and I'm like, why does 10 dozen cookies weigh so much? And I had thought I had bought a dozen of each kind, you know, like a dozen chocolate chip and a dozen peanut butter and oatmeal raisin, etc. But no, instead of having like 120 cookies, it was 3 dozen. 3 dozen cookies. So we have cookies galore. I'm sending everybody cookies for Christmas because I have, what is that, 360 cookies? And then on top of that, that very same night, we decided to get Thai food. And if you order spring rolls from a Thai restaurant, you usually get a couple, whereas if you order it from like a Chinese restaurant, you get a spring roll. And in the restaurant we got takeout from, their spring rolls, I ordered, thinking I ordered 3, and it was actually 6. So I came home and we opened up, and I had this huge, like, just like, why is there so much Thai food? And I'm like, I don't know. And we opened it up, and we had 18 spring rolls on top of the 360 cookies. So I'm not allowed to do math anymore in my house. Such a goober. All right, there's a lot of house paint. Let's see what happens. I have no idea. Yeah, let's just do that and see. Lots of cells coming. Now when I stretch this out, well, one, if I don't like it, I'll dump another cup on top of it. Let's just let it spread out. I wanted to give it room, so I decided to use like a slightly, instead of doing the experiment on something little, I wanted to be able to like have it stretch out and do it bigger. So just letting it sit a second. I'm not going to torch it at all. The couple air bubbles, they'll pop when we stretch. And with house paint, you got to be really careful if you do torch, because it'll burn it really quick. It's not as friendly to the heat the way regular acrylics are. So be careful if you do decide to torch. And let's just kind of spread this all out and see what we get, see what happens. all the way off there. Let's bring it down this way. Let's let it slide. Slide around. The colors are really vivid. That's pretty. Take a little off there. Plenty of paint. I'm back. My phone rang in the middle, which was weird because I have it on like do not disturb in airplane mode, and my phone rang anyway, which was annoying. So I was just tilting. I don't know what you missed. Hopefully not much, but I'm just gonna keep moving around. I'm gonna come off this way a little bit. And let me bring it back. It is bright and happy and cheerful though, this little painting. And come up this way a little bit, all the way to the corner. Leave some white there. Let me stop and look at it. So interesting because the cells you do get are really nice, like maybe a bit smaller, but that's it. That's actually kind of really pretty. I don't like this white haze here, and torching it really won't bring it up much. I wonder if I could blow on it and see what happens. I'm going to take it down this end a little bit first. I bought gloves that are too big and they keep falling off. There's a blob down at this one and that's got to come off. Like, bye-bye. But I do like the swirly patterns I'm getting. Really pretty. So I'm just going to swirl this around a while. See what happens. Maybe come off. So I don't like the bend on the edges. But it's like the more I stretch it out, the more the cells are popping up in the lacing. Let me stop and look at it now. I'm going to come off this end a little bit. Then bring it back. Try to have my composition be a little more uniform. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. What do I think of this? I still don't like that white haze. Like, this is pretty, like I don't mind that. This is great, this is gorgeous. But that white haze here in the middle. I just kind of want to see what happens. I have no problems ruining this painting for science sake. They really didn't do anything, didn't really sew up or anything. It just made a blob. All right, how much paint did I pour off? Because I'm gonna put another cup on top of that and see what I get. How much? No, I poured a decent amount off. So I'm gonna leave that on there, kind of as my base instead of the white. Let me get rid of my gloves a second. My gloves that are too big. And let's take, oh, I need a little more house paint. 1 second. So this is the house paint. right there. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit of that in my quart to have it. I'll just use my finger to keep the can clean. All right. Set that off to the side. And let's make another cup. So same deal. I think the next time I'm gonna really stretch it out too. So same deal. I'm gonna put our white at the bottom. Like that. And let's go. Well, I kind of like the order. Let's do purple. So after I'm done here, guess what I'm doing? I'm making cookies. Look at I have so many cookies. They better be good too. Oh my gosh. All right, there's our 3 colors. And let me add the house paint on top. So basically what this is, if you watched my last video, before the auction videos, you watched me make blooms. Basically, the way I'm layering this is a bloom in a cup. So everything in reverse. Oh well, I'll just stick that right there for a second. Where you would have your white house paint on your canvas, and then your colors, and then your cell activator. That's what this is in reverse. All right. Bottoms up. Cells are pretty right there. No silicone. Do the flip and lip, add a bunch of lines. I don't like that one line right there. Let's work over that again. That's better. And let me use my stick. Plenty of paint. I'm not going to bother with gloves. I'm just going to get dirty. There's some cool lacing on the ends I don't want to lose. So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to take that off the corner. I'm liking the composition. If I can straighten out this part, get rid of the bikini corner, that's got to go. So let's get rid of the one corner over there. And then try to bring this way without losing the lacing. We'll go upside down this way. And then bring it back. Bring it all back and down to straighten everything out. And I'm going to take that one line all the way over, and that lacing all the way over. That's cool. Liking this much, much better. All about composition. So let me stare. I love my lacing. I love my cells now. It's purple instead of looking kind of muddy like it did the first time. I'm going to flip it around. There's a big old bubble there, isn't there? Let me pop him. Let me flip it around. different perspective. I don't know if I like all those cells there. I think I prefer the rest. What do you guys think? Right? Like, this is cooler, and I don't like the cells there. That's what I've just decided. I like it without it, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to try and tilt some of those off, or stretch this out to come the other way. Now with house paint, and this recipe is super, super stretchy. So you can go. Let me stop and see. Do we want to leave a little bit of cells there? Let me stare at it. Or do I want to go more? I think I want to go more. Yep, I'm going to go for that. I'm going all the way. Okay, you guys can see, kind of, sort of, there. I should have kept it the same way. Let me stop now. And just have a little bit of cells. That made a whole bunch of cells pop up in here, which looks cool. And I love this too, with the lacing. Let me see. I gotta fix this one corner, which I don't mind it being white because it's not bikini shaped. Those look great there, just a little bit. Before it was just too big, at least for my taste. I got a little bit of a wiggle on this one end that I think I want to fix. But first I'm going to go up that way just to get this one corner a little bit. Or I might have a little bit of paint in my cup I can just stick on that corner if I have to. Yeah. I don't know if that's worth fighting for, that one corner. I think I'd rather get rid of the wonky lines at the other end. And let me add, I think I have some like dark purple in my cup, or some yellow. And I might tilt that off. Yeah, see, that's the only spot with white, so it doesn't look right. So, and hopefully that's enough to push the orange to that one corner. Let's see what happens. Slow moving. Oh, that corner's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me, y'all. This one is fine now. It's a happy little painting now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it except for that corner. What do I do? What do I do? Oh, I have paint left in my first cup. It's too white. And get it to match the design at least. That's better, it blends in. Let me see if I can tilt a little of it off. So you don't get the kind of cells you get with traditional pouring medium. Okay, that's better. That's a better corner. And bring things back a little bit. Oh, sorry, can you see okay? Just moving things back to the middle. Some cool lacing. Ta-da! Let me wipe off my hands real quick. All right. It's fine. Here's what I think about it. It's fine. It's a perfectly fine, pretty little painting. It will be a great pop of color on somebody's wall. That's what I think of it. Is it like the best thing I ever made? Nope. Was it a fun experiment? Yep. Should I keep experimenting on it? I think so. So I'm gonna ruin this. Hope nobody yells at me. Now what am I going to do this time? So my cell activator with the white, I have the same thing in black. Right here. I got a big old cup of black. And I'm going to pour, I think. I think I need more of like a cell reaction to happen. Or I need thinner paint. And I think my black is a little thick. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to my black. Now this is carbon black, and it has nothing but the Floetrol and wood conditioner in it. And for this recipe, for the cell activator, it's 3 to 1. 3 being Floetrol, 1 part paint, with like 3 drops of the Minwax wood conditioner. Now I just added a little bit of water just to thin this out a little bit. It's been sitting and it's kind of thick. And we're going to give this another go with the black instead. And this time, yep, so we're going to put a black on the bottom, and we're going to put a lot. Like that, like almost a 1/4 cup. And this time we're going to add some pink. This is Permanent Red Violet Light by Amsterdam. I'm going to do pink. And then we'll do our blue violet, or AKA purple. A little bit of the Indian yellow, not a lot. And the orange. And then the house paint, the white. And we're gonna let that pour in. I'm gonna kind of dirty pour that in there. Let it sink in. I'm gonna make this a really full cup too. Experiment, y'all, experiment. Wow, look at the cells on this one. You guys all probably thought I was crazy, right? It's experiment day. Try new things, see what you get. All right, those are gonna stretch out. Got plenty of paint to move things around. Let's see. Just do a corner. We go back and forth, stair step it to the other corner. Oh, I lost those cells. That's a bummer. Let me get rid of the one part I don't like. I'm just gonna cruise on down to the other side. And it is popping up cells everywhere as I stretch. Let me, I'm gonna flip this around just so you guys can see. I'm hating the composition so far, but I'm loving the colors and the drama. But look at this one corner. First look at this corner here, selling up, and then look at my side there with the yellow and the orange. Kind of amazing. And we're just gonna keep this on, cruising on down. I'm gonna lose those cool cells, but that's okay. Experiment day, I'm not trying to make a masterpiece. We're just trying a new pouring medium. Straightening it out. Wow. Check it out. I'm going to slowly make it to this corner over here. Slowly. I'm going to lose my, I had a really cool line there of lacing, but it's got to go because it's messing up the composition. So off it goes. And then let me bring this all back. Kind of toward the middle. All right, if you like the first one, I'm sorry, but the second one kicks butt. That's what I'm talking about. That's some drama right there. Let me just stare. See what what I want my orientation to be. I'm kind of wondering, like, if I use this pouring medium and add even more Floetrol, if you could do like the puffy cloud thing with this. Because these guys here, they're cool. And the lacing, and then this corner here, very, very cool. I don't like how this just dead ends though. I love the white lines. And here's my dilemma is I love this whole little corner. I just don't like how this pink just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not going anymore. Enough of you. I don't want to work for you anymore. You don't pay me enough to go to the edge. So what do I do about it? I'm gonna go a little bit this way. And I'm gonna say, oh yeah, pink, I'm willing to sacrifice some really pretty cells just to pour some of you off. So you're not so much in the middle. Let me stare now. Man, I'm like loving the colors. I love the cells. I love the drama. Not a fan of the composition. And it's probably because it's going in 3 different directions. And that's going to bug me. So you got this whole part going this way. And then you got like a swoosh this way. You got this cool corner. And then you got this going vertical. And that's what's throwing me off. That's totally throwing me off. And I'm looking to see what's in my cup, and I still have some paint left. but I had tried to keep the black separated from the yellow, so didn't make this too much of this. This isn't bad, this part here, but my cup is full of that weird green shade you get with the black that I don't like. I'm gonna try and stretch it this way and lose a little more pink, and maybe that'll make me happy. We'll see. Hopefully you guys can see what the hell I'm doing. So just look at the top of your screen as I try to get rid of the pink. Now I'm gonna stretch it all out. Oh my God, I did it. I left one little part. I stretched the hell out of the cells. So I'm gonna take it back toward you guys. That's better. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh, I really like this. And I love that you can just stretch it all out and all kinds of cool things happen. Like look what's happening at the edge closest to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That did the trick. That's cool. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. I really, really do. Really do. I'm happy. Ta-da. Ta-ta-da-ta. Okay, so I'm going to get you down close to take a look at this. I'm going to show you two other things I've done before I started. I'll show you the lacing one, that on one hand it's like, ooh, look, lacing, it's cool, it's pretty. But it also, this is why I'm not a swipe gal, and no offense to those who like swipes. If it has some sort of composition, I'm all for it. Like the stuff Erica does with her swipes. I'm really big on Erica's work right now. Phenomenal. So check out her channel. I think this is the second plug for her. I just splooged paint right here, so I'm gonna get it out. Okay. Her swipes are great because there's something in the middle. There's something to look at, to draw your eye to a focal point. Focal point is really important. Where does your eye land? So if you're gonna do swipes, that's what it needs for me. That's a personal preference, totally. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna leave this right here because I'm like totally in love with it. And then I will show you the other two. And man, I got paint dangerously close to my edge. So let me fix that. I have a beat up old carpet that I'm standing on, so if I spill paint, it hits this carpet and then it's fine. So let me get you down. So here's this up close. Let me kind of go slow. So there's the top end. Let me come in like for the colors. Really, really cool. So I think it would have worked the first time. I think my white cell activator needed, that cup of white probably needed a little more water like I did to the black because it was a little too thick. And look at that, just thinned it out a little bit, kept the consistency very similar to the rest of my paints, and voila, like this whole side now, I'm just in love with. I love this part right here so much. So pretty. Let me get you up high. So that's what she looks like. That was a great experiment. I'm gonna do that again. In fact, I might film two because I have another 10 by 20 we can play with. And then here's the little 6 by 6 I made. Sorry for the glare in the middle there. See what I mean? Like it's all lacing and pretty colors, but there's no focal point. So I don't know if I'm gonna let that live or not. And then earlier I had a round, so I did a little bloom. So yeah. Where am I? Quite the successful, I'm a mess. Quite the successful little experiment. I'm super, super happy. I'm gonna clean up and make another one. So you might get a twofer today. Yeah, let me do that. Thanks for the love and support. Huge shout out to my student Anita for the goodie bag she sent me. You guys are so good to me. She sent me all these cute little cups and little stirrers and things for doing blooms, which they're just totally adorable. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.